What a day, glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend.
Welcome, my friends. Today I will be taking you through a 30-minute full body strength training dumbbell workout. This is a great exercise if you're looking to burn some body fat and to feel stronger. For today's workout, all you'll need is a pair of dumbbells. For example, I will be using 10 pounds, so find what presses you to feel stronger. The format for today's practice will be 3 different groups with 4 exercises within each group. We will be repeating each group 2 times. We will be working for 40 seconds and taking a 20-second rest. We will be working the full body, so bring it. Let's get stronger. Let's feel empowered today. Let's do this. Beautiful, my friends. Join me from this tabletop position, and we will take a nice reach up and through a threading of the needle. As we reach through, you can stretch that top arm up top. Big, nice stretch comes in. Good, send it away. Driving that hand back, pushing the body up. Opposite side comes up for that threading of the needle. This is going to set up your arms for success today. Reach that top arm long. Get yourself this nice stretch in the shoulders. Big breath comes in. Good, send it away. We'll unthread that needle. Exhale the body weight forward. You can float to the belly. Inhale for a gentle cobra. Squeeze the thighs together. Good, press the body back. Stepping the foot on the right forward, reaching the opposite hand for a big, beautiful reach and stretch. Hand reaches down. You can post to a plank and come back to the opposite foot forward. The knee floats down. Big, beautiful stretch comes up. This is our warm up. We're just getting our juices flowing. Big breath comes in, and we'll exhale, step the body forward for a forward fold. You can reach down, stretch, touch the toes, and then inhale, reach up high to the sky. Good, you can exhale, reach forward, touch the toes, sink the body weight down towards the heels, and then reach it up high. One more big, beautiful breath. Exhale, forward fold, sweep it on down, head hangs forward. Good, big, beautiful stretch. You can exhale the heel forward, inhale, reach above and stretch. Opposite heel presses down, toes reach up. Big, beautiful stretch. Says good morning. Today's going to be a beautiful day. One more time on each side. Big stretch. We're warming up our body, getting our juices flowing today. Wonderful. Next stretch is a good morning. Feet root down, hands come towards the sides, hinge at the hips, nose reaches down. Big breath comes up. Good morning. I love to every time I do this. As I pop up, a good morning is in order. Exhale, hinge the body forward. Inhale, good morning. Exhale, forward. Inhale, you can probably hear my puppies in the background. Big, beautiful stretch, reaches up wide, leg down, forward fold, and just bend from side to side. So just taking the body weight, stretching through the hips, bringing the body weight side to side. Sometimes it can feel better to pulse. Maybe you want to pause as we stretch. We finish wrapping up before we move into our first series of block for our lower. Friends, let's prepare and set ourselves up for success for our first block, the lower body. We will be first coming into suitcase squats. You can start grabbing your weights, feet at hip distance apart, really rooting through the heels, activate through the pelvic wall, drive the hips forward, shoulders up and back, big smile comes on the face, press down and up. And as you come down, keeping the heart is aligned over the hips and you hinging down into the heels. It can help if you assign one movement to one breath. Exhale as you drive it down, find strength, pop those hips forward, protect that lower spine. And remember, when things get hard, a little bit of a smile always helps. Finding that strength, shoulders up and back, driving down, finding your strength. Beautiful. Rest. Take a 20-second rest. You can shake it out. If you need a little drink of water, always welcome, my beautiful friends. Our next pose, a movement will be a loaded front deadlift. You can start loading up the weights here. Feet rooted down, dumbbells right below the shoulders. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale as you come up, drive those hips forward. Keeping the nose pointed down towards the mat. It can help if you inhale on the way down, exhale up. As you exhale, pour the weight forward, squeeze the hips forward, shoulders up and back. Doing your best to keep your nose facing down. Take these at a pace that works for you, keeping that navel active, keeping that pelvic wall engaged. You're doing amazing. You've got 3 seconds of work left before your next break. Exhale, take a rest. Shake it out. Water is always your friend. Give yourself a little love before we set up for our step back lunges here. You'll start at the top of your mat. Squeeze the hips forward. We'll start with the right side body. Right knee comes down. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, keep the head aligned over the heart. And as you're coming back, doing your best to squeeze through your bottom, squeeze the pelvic wall, squeeze through the belly. Find integrity in the shoulders. And if you feel a little wobbly, try to open up your stance. Find your strength. I know sometimes this lunge can be my worst enemy. You've got 9 seconds left. Keep going. Press yourself beyond your comfort zone. 3 seconds, my friends. Last one. Weights go down. Take a little break. Shake it out. Feel that intensity. I like to load up at about 7 seconds. Till a bit of rest. Feeling that heat fire before we set up for that left side. Whenever you're ready, start loading up your weights. Getting in that mindset to feel stronger, to feel more fit and healthy today, my beautiful friend. Exhale, knee lunges back, weight comes back. Inhale, squeeze up at the top. Exhale as you come down, squeeze the pelvic wall, belly button. Keep the head stacked over the heart. Finding strength even in your hands, the biceps. Sometimes if the knee is feeling overworked and overcranked, just give yourself that moment. Exhale it on back. You're doing amazing. Step it on back. Take it slow and so you squeeze at the top. Remember, getting stronger, leaner, more fit. It's some time, it's some energy. Last one. Good. Weight comes down, shake it on out. Give yourself a little bit of rest before we start up again. Quick sip. As we'll come in for those suitcase squats. Root into the feet. Exhale the shoulders back. Squeeze the pelvic wall. Exhale down. Inhale, squeeze up at the top. So really when you're coming down, keeping the weight in the heels. As you come down, release, and then squeeze up at the top, shoulders up and back. Inhale, up at the top. Exhale, sink it on down. Squeeze it up at the top. Finding your strength. Giving yourself a little love, a little encouragement, knowing that getting stronger, it takes work. It takes time. You only get out of your training what you bring. 2 seconds. Exhale, shake it on out. Give yourself that little break. Woo-hoo-hoo. Give yourself some love, maybe a quick little swig of water. Beautiful. You can start loading up those weights now. Exhale those feet, hips distance for that loaded deadlift. Hinge from the heart. Pour the body weight forward, snapping back up. Exhale back. You want to make a 90-degree angle with the back and the hips. Exhale, pour the weight forward, squeeze up at the top, shoulders roll back. And it always helps if you find a breath to assign to the down and the up movement. And that's totally your choice. Really root through the feet, squeeze at the top, draw energy through the top of the head, finding strength, firing through the hamstrings. This exercise is beautiful for the glutes. It's beautiful for the core. Exhale, take that break. Woo-hoo-hoo, before we come in for those lunges, shake it out. Give yourself a little wiggle, waggle, a little break, and let us get loaded up as we come to that right side with those step back lunges, my beautiful friend. Exhale, knee lowers down. Inhale, step it forward. So taking these slow and isolated. Squeezing through the pelvic wall, drawing the navel back towards the spine, keeping integrity in the biceps, the triceps, the forearms. Beautiful. Exhale, take that break. I'm a little bit off on that little rest before we do those step back lunges on the left side. If you need a drink of water, whatever you need, shake it on out. And when you're ready, get yourself loaded up and ready to go. I have some sad little pumpkin pie puppies in the background. Beautiful, get ready, and we will step it on back. Knee lunges down, inhale, squeeze up at the top. Exhale, shoulders keep stacked over the heart, over the hips. Exhale it down. I have right now, if you didn't know this about me, I have 12 puppies, and of course, one of them wants to be a sad panda. And that's okay, because I've decided to show up for myself for these next 20 minutes, and so are you. No matter what's happening around you, whatever messes you see in your house, you're showing up. You've got 6 more seconds here. If you lose your balance, do your best to come on back up at the top and pause. Take a little rest, shake it on out. Beautiful. Now we will move to our upper body. Our next movement will be a bent over row. Take a sip, shake it on out. Let's get loaded up. We'll hinge the body forward, root the feet. Exhale, row the body forward. Inhale, squeeze. The weights are pointed away, the thumbs are forward. Inhale, squeeze to the pelvic wall, shoulders draw up and back. Really root through the feet. Find your strength. Keep that nose pointed down towards the earth. Beautiful. We've got about 18 more seconds here as we inhale it up, press it down, squeeze the pelvic wall, draw the navel up towards the spine. You can get a whole lot of nothing or a whole lot of everything here. Doing the best you can for these next 3, 2, 1. Weights go down, shake it on out. Beautiful. We'll come down towards the mat, bring the weights in your hand. We'll exhale, walk the feet towards the bottom. We have a few more seconds of rest here. Then we will press up into a bridge. You can start loading those weights up. Good. And we'll do a chest press where the weights are horizontally away from us. So you're squeezing through the bottom, driving the pelvic wall up while you slow and mindfully press up and away, keeping the shoulders active down towards the mat. Welcome that breath in. Good. Send it away. You're doing amazing things. Squeeze, get that core working, drive those hips, get that lovely, luscious booty, those beautiful toned thighs and hips. You can assign one breath to one movement. Last one. Exhale, take a break. We've got 20 seconds here. We'll shake it on out. Maybe you need a little bit of a drink of water as we come in for a standing overhead press. Good. Let everything settle back in. Start loading the weights back in. Now the weights are settled on the shoulders here, and then press up and away. Root through the feet at hip distance, slight bend of the knees, squeeze through your bottom, squeeze through the pelvic wall. Even when we're doing this upper body movement, you're still working through your core. Good. Exhale. A little bit of a break here. Wonderful. Taking a little bit of this break, shake it on out. We'll be coming for a bicep curl to a shoulder press. If you need a drop down on the weight or body weight, that's completely fine. Find your rooting. The weights will face away from you. Palms forward, squeeze through the pelvic wall. Inhale, curl to press. So bringing the body down, curling palms towards you, flipping towards the palms forward. So you're just, once you get to the shoulders, you're relocating the weights towards the body. Now away, press up and away. Exhale down. Inhale, bring it on up. Taking these slow and isolated. And being mindful that you're not swinging. Sometimes when we get really tired, we can swing through the arms. You're being slow and steady. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Rest it on out, my beautiful friend. Shake it on out. We'll come back over to those bent rows. Shake it on out. Find what you need right here, my beautiful friend. You can start loading up for that bent over row. So the body will bend, hinge at the heart, 90-degree angle, palms face each other. Squeeze the elbows up and back. Keeping the nose parallel to the floor. Squeeze through your bottom. Press the earth away. Find a little bit of power in your movement, a little bit of empowerment, because what you create on your mat is what you bring with you through the rest of the day. And you want to have a freaking strengthening, empowered day. Pressing it away. We're doing amazing things today. We got 10 seconds left. Press, squeeze. 5. You got 4. You got 3, 2. Last one. Put the weights down. Shake it out. Wonderful work. We'll come down on that mat for those bridge presses. Get yourself set up. Walk the heels in. You can start activating the body. Drive those hips up, and we'll start pressing the weights up and down. Good. The palms will face towards the feet. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Drive the weights up and away. Assign one movement, like your press to inhale. Exhale as you come down. Find what strengthens you, what empowers you. You're doing amazing. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take that break. Woo-hoo-hoo, however you need. Give yourself a little moment to get up to standing, because we'll come in for that standing press. I always like a little baby swig of water. You don't want to drown out the system, but you want to keep hydrated. Load up the weights. Bring the weights to the sides. Beautiful. And we'll exhale, press. Squeeze through the bottom. Exhale, press. The palms can face in towards the ears. Press up, up, up and away. Drive the heels down. Find that upward momentum and smile, because that boosts that oxytocin, that feel-good hormone. You're doing amazing things today. Be proud of you for freaking showing up today, for finding strength. Are you feeling the heat, feeling the work? I'm so proud of you. It's getting hard, it's getting sweaty. Last one, and take a break. Good. There, you got 20 seconds of rest before we do that bicep curl to that shoulder press. Maybe you need to shake it on out. Pull up your pantalonigans. What do you need here? All right, let's get loaded up. Palms face forward, root down into the earth, and inhale, bicep curl to upward press. You're just relocating. Inhale, up at the top. Good, exhale, down. Inhale, bicep curl to press. Good, exhale. Inhale, curl to press. Woohoo! Take that break, my lovely light. You've got 20 seconds here before we move to that strength in that core. Give yourself a little love. Find some water. Take a little bit of a break, 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 break. Beautiful work. Just breathe into the burn. Breathe into the shake. Just let your heart beat find its natural rhythm. Wonderful work, my friends. We will set up for a wide-legged sumo squat. The toes will face out. You'll reach for those weights. The palms will kiss the palms. Heels will press into the earth. Shoulders will reach up and back. And we'll start exhale, down, inhale, squeeze at the top, drive the hips forward. Down, squeeze up at the top. Exhale, bring it down. Squeeze the weight up at the top. Finding your strength and your stability. Find a breath that works for you. And you're doing amazing things. Be so proud of yourself for showing up today. We've got 10 more seconds here. Find your strength. I know it's burning, it's stretching. Keep those knees pressed out and away. Bring it up at the top. Last one. Weight stay down. Take a little bit of shake as we come down to the mat. And we'll be coming in for some dead bugs. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Down to the back. Give yourself a few seconds here. The knees will bend up at a 90-degree angle. The palms will reach up at the top. We'll exhale, opposite toes, opposite foot. So I inevitably, whenever I do core work, if I lift my head, I get a neck injury. So I like to keep my neck down. You're squeezing the abdominals. Sometimes you get those nice little back farts. Whatever you need here, find your strength, reach above, press the earth away, get stronger by doing strengthening things. Good. Breath comes in. Good, sends it away. You've got 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Sometimes I love to just exhale the knees side to side. Our next movement will be skull crushers. So we'll be taking our weight and holding it by either side. Be really mindful. These are called skull crushers for a reason. We'll bend the knees up at a 90-degree angle. Hands will reach up and back. Slowly and mindfully, the weight will come back. Exhale, straightening the arms. Bending at the elbows. Just gently and mindfully. Squeeze the abdominals. Welcome the breath. Really engage actively through the core. Breath comes in. Good, sends away. You're doing amazing. You've got 10 seconds of work here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can do anything for these last 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, and 1. We'll take a rest here. Bring those legs side to side. Wonderful work, my beautiful friend. From here, our next movement, we will be coming in for that bridge. Once again, drive those heels in, start pressing up. We'll do a single arm press. So one arm will come up and down. We'll go opposite arm up and down. Engage through the shoulders, squeeze through the pelvic wall up. Find strength. You can stare, drive your gaze up towards the ceiling. Find strength in the body, humbly tucking the chin towards the chest. Good, you're doing amazing. You're feeling that burn, you're feeling that stretch. We've only got one more round of this last set that we've been working on. We're so close to being done. I'm so freaking proud of you. Be so proud of you for showing up. 2, 1, woohoo, take a break. We've got to rest. Beautiful. We will be firing up for those sumo squats with weights. Maybe a little bit of a drink. Catching that free rush or rise. Grabbing those weights, loading it up. Feet, toes, reach out. Sumo squat comes down, squishing it on up at the top. Exhale down, driving it up. We've got a sad pupperonis in the corner. It's okay, pups. You'll still be there. You were alive. You were doing good. Exhale, bring it on down. Up, squeeze at the top. Down. Up at the top. Up at the top. Good. We'll take that little bit of that rest. You can give yourself a little bit of a love before we set up for those dead bugs. So find what you need. Laying butterfly, and a laying supine twist. You can inhale, bring those heels up, knees at a 90-degree angle, palms reach up, fingers towards the sky. Exhale, opposite hand, opposite heel reaches down. If it's too much to hover, you could always tap the heel, or if you want something a little bit more, just hover. Squeeze through the belly. Welcome that breath in. You're doing amazing. Keep working. You have got this. You are so freaking strong, so empowered, feeling amazing about yourself today because you're doing the work. Putting in the time. Squeeze it at the top. Good. You've got 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rest. You can just take a moment to rest. Got these next 15 seconds before we set up for those skull crushers. The knees will come up at a 90-degree angle. Grab the weight, really grasp onto the weight. Knees at that 90 degree, hands will come up. Slow and mindfully, bring the weight down. So remember, slow and steady. If it's too much with the weight, it's okay to put the weight down and just use the hands. So keep really active, keeping those heels driving away from the body, driving the gaze up to the sky. Squeeze through the pelvic wall, squeeze through the bottom. You're doing amazing. You're on your last 2 workout exercises of this workout and you are freaking ready for your cool down. You've got this. Let's move. Let's pick up the pace. Let's burn some calories. And last one, down. Take a little bit of a break. Beautiful work. Last exercise of today's strength training dumbbell workout. We'll set up for that bridge. So you'll drive the heels in. The bridge will come up, squeeze at the top, and we'll do a single arm press. The palms will reach up. You'll press up and down, driving the shoulders down. And you can smile. And if you want to make this a little bit harder because it's our last one, you can start marching as you press to bring a little bit more. I like to get that little bit extra at the end. Squeeze, 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 and burn it on out. You're doing amazing. Good, and rest. Beautiful work. Now it's time for that cool down. As you inhale, squeeze the knees up towards the chest. Be so proud of yourself. Give yourself a high five. You did this. Exhale, open the knees away from the body. You can reach towards the shins here, just opening side to side, opening up and stretching out. Roll out the ankles. If you intuitively feel called, you can reach for a happy baby where you press and grab onto the feet. Maybe this is in your practice. Maybe it's not. Breath comes in. Good. Send it away. Beautiful work. We'll rock our bodies up. Good. We'll come into a tabletop position. Press, press, press the earth away. Create a cow pose. Exhale. Cat pose. Just cooling down, feeling into your spine. What do you need here? Beautiful work, my lovely friend here. Wonderful. We'll step the foot on the right forward, opening up the toes for a lizard lunge. Drive that hind heel down. You can press into the earth, opening up the hip. Reach for the hip. Press, press, press into the thigh on the right. Big stretch. Welcome the breath in. Good. Send it away. 2 more breaths here. Breath comes in. Good. Sends it away. We'll exhale the hands down, and you can toe heel, walk that heel in, release that hind foot for half of a pigeon. You can keep the weight up, creating a beautiful stretch here, big, big, big stretch that comes in. And then you can exhale, fold the body forward. You've got 3 breaths here. Welcome the breath in. Good, send it away. 2 more, breath comes in and sends away. This tabletop, will exhale, step the foot on the left side off the mat for a lizard lunge. Open up the hip, reach the hand and press, open up the thigh. 3 breaths, welcome it in. Send it away. 2 more. Feel all that energy you created. Be so freaking proud of yourself. Good, and we'll toe heel, drive that heel towards the pelvic wall. Hind foot reaches down and back. Hands can come towards the sky. Head tips up. Breath comes in, sends it away. 1 more here. Good, and then you can hinge forward and you can stretch. This might be really tense and tight. Breath comes in. Breath goes out. Good, 1 more. Good, roll onto that sit bone. Last stretch of our practice. Bring the soles of the feet, kissing the soles of the feet. Inhale, you can flap your butterfly wings up. Exhale, stretch it down. Inhale, float it up. Good, exhale forward. You'll take a big, beautiful stretch here and be so proud of yourself. That's the end of our practice. I will be back here with you creating more strength, more yoga, and more sleep practices so you can be the best version of you that you can be. Love and light, my beautiful friends. Have a beautiful day.